They called it digital gold, a new kind of money that couldn't be printed, couldn't be faked, and couldn't be stopped. It was supposed to set us free. But then, it all came crashing down. Trillions of dollars vanished, fortunes disappeared, and the same technology that promised freedom left millions in financial ruin. How did a revolution built on math, code, and trustless systems end up repeating the oldest mistakes in finance? This is the story of the cryptocurrency crash, how greed, hope, and illusion collided to shake the world of money. The beginning. To understand the fall, we have to return to 2008. The year the global economy broke, banks collapsed. Governments printed money to save them. People lost jobs, homes, and faith in the system. Out of that chaos appeared a name. Satoshi Nakamoto. No one knew who they were. One person or many. But they released a 9-page document online titled Bitcoin, a peer-to-peer electronic cash system. It described a radical idea. A currency without banks, a ledger maintained not by governments, but by computers around the world, money that lived on the internet, owned by everyone and no one. Early believers were idealists and cryptographers. They mined coins on laptops, traded in obscure forums, and dreamed of a fairer system. One early user spent 10,000 bitcoins on 2 pizzas. Those pizzas would later be worth hundreds of millions. Bitcoin began as an experiment, but quickly became a movement. The rise. By 2013, Bitcoin's price reached $1,000. By 2017, 20,000. Stories spread of ordinary people turning into millionaires overnight. Then came a flood of imitators. Ethereum, Ripple, Litecoin, and thousands of others. Each promised to change the world. Investors didn't ask how. They just wanted in. Crypto became culture. Conferences filled with luxury cars, neon lights, and slogans like "to the moon." Influencers replaced analysts. Memes replaced research. It felt like destiny. A world where code would replace corruption, and profits never stopped rising. But every gold rush attracts dreamers and frauds, the breaking point. In 2020, the pandemic locked the world indoors. People turned to screens and to speculation. With stimulus checks in hand, millions bought crypto. Bitcoin soared past $69,000. Ethereum climbed near $5,000. The entire market reached $3 trillion. But the foundation wasn't wealth, it was confidence. And confidence can vanish overnight. It began with a coin called Terra Luna, a stable coin meant to always equal $1. Its algorithm failed. Within days, $60 billion evaporated. Then crypto lenders like Celsius and Voyager collapsed. And finally, FTX, Sam Bankman-Fried, hailed as the genius who would make crypto respectable, was suddenly accused of massive fraud. Billions of customer funds were missing. The empire fell in a week. The dream of digital gold turned to dust. The fallout. In months, more than $2 trillion vanished from the market. Coins once worth fortunes traded for pennies. Celebrities deleted endorsements. Governments launched investigations. But the biggest loss wasn't money. It was trust. For millions, crypto was hope. Hope that technology could fix what bankers broke. When it collapsed, that hope shattered. Was crypto ever about freedom? Or had it become the very system it tried to replace? The failed fixes. After the crash came the cleanup. Regulators tightened control. Exchanges rushed to publish proof of reserves. Developers promised safer designs. DeFi 2.0, better stablecoins, more transparency. Yet each solution exposed the same paradox. Crypto wanted to be free of rules, yet needed rules to survive. It wanted to destroy banks, yet began to look exactly like them. Even Bitcoin, the symbol of strength, lost more than 75% of its value. And the supposed hedge against inflation didn't work. Crypto hadn't replaced money. It had mirrored it, amplified its chaos. History repeats. Every financial revolution follows the same 4 beats: innovation, speculation, euphoria, collapse, the South Sea bubble, tulip mania, the dot-com crash. Different centuries, same psychology. People convince themselves this time is different, that they've found a way to defy gravity. But greed always returns to earth. 80% of investors lost money after 2021. Thousands of coins went extinct. Scams increased by more than 80% in 1 year. Yet millions still believe, because the technology itself, blockchain, still holds promise. Transparency, decentralization, efficiency. The problem wasn't the math, it was the people, the new frontier. Even as markets crashed, a new wave rose. Web3, NFTs, metaverse dreams, AI tokens. Crypto didn't die, it evolved. Governments now explore central bank digital currencies, CBDCs. The rebels built the tools. The rulers are adapting them. Satoshi's idea of freedom is being rewritten as state-controlled code. Maybe crypto didn't fail. Maybe it was absorbed. Lessons learned. The crash taught us 3 things. First, trust can't be coded. No blockchain can replace integrity. Second, greed always finds a way. Crypto promised freedom from Wall Street but built its own version.
Third, innovation isn't immunity. New technology doesn't erase human nature, it magnifies it. These lessons echo beyond finance. They warn us how easily we trade understanding for hype, how quickly we confuse progress with profit, the next bubble. History suggests we'll forget. Already, new coins promise faster riches. AI projects, meme tokens, DeFi 3.0. Billions are pouring back in. The cycle begins again. Hope, rise, crash, repeat. Maybe the goal isn't to stop the next bubble, but to recognize when we're inside one. Conclusion? When Satoshi Nakamoto wrote the white paper in 2008, they didn't invent greed. They exposed it. Bitcoin wasn't the problem. It was a mirror, showing us who we are when given freedom and power. And maybe that's why, even after everything, the dream isn't dead. Because humanity still longs for a system that's fair, transparent, and free. Maybe one day we'll build it. But not before remembering every revolution has a price. This was Cryptocurrency Crash, How Digital Gold Went Bust. If you found this story thought-provoking, subscribe for more explorations of money, power, and the systems that shape our world. Because understanding the past is the only way to survive the future.